Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Matty.
And I'm Lewis.
This is the Wigan Way, Wigan's favourite rugby league podcast.
He'll put you in his trap 'cause he's a union man. He's got it all figured out. He won't care what you think 'cause he's a northern man. He's allowed to speak his mind. His
So, we're back with another episode of the Wigan Way. This week, we're talking after the end of the regular season, prepping for the playoffs, lots going on. Obviously, Wigan don't have a game next week due to finishing second, but we'll talk about that more later on. Before we get into it, Matty, how you doing, mate?
I'm okay. I'm really okay. The end of the regular season seems to have come upon us very quickly. I know they gave out the Edwards Johnson Trophy this week, and it feels like 5 minutes since they were giving that to Jack Farrimond. Comes around quick, that, doesn't it, every year? Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it should be the end of the season. We were talking the other day about Sheffield away, and still telling stories from Sheffield away, and
I don't think I've warmed up from that.
But that was the first game of the season, and it feels like it's been over very quickly.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? You sort of get into the grind of week in, week out rugby and jostling for positions.
A lot of games.
Yeah, a lot of games. 27 league games.
Yeah, a few weeks off.
2 or 3 in the Cup. Suddenly it's the winter and you're waiting for pre-season fixtures to be released and you're waiting to have your first away trip to Castleford again.
Well, this would have been it, back in the day. When we were kids, that's like we were saying, this would have been it.
Yeah.
The season would be over now. Because we weren't making playoffs most of the time when we were kids. It was like, well, that's it now, we've survived, but we've not done.
I think I remember the first time properly making the playoffs when I understood it and being like, asking my dad how it works and who plays for it.
Yeah, taking more of an interest in it.
And I think I wrote it down about who played who, rather than just turning up to and watching a game on Sky because, it's the grand final. Who plays? It must be top 5 back then, top 6.
Yeah, I don't remember. There was a top 5 back in the day.
Yeah.
It was all Leeds and Saints playing each other first week.
I still can't remember how that actually worked.
Brilliant though, because obviously now we're not taking it for granted, but we have got playoff rugby pretty much every year, unless, they think about the times in recent memory that we've not had playoff rugby. 2017 comes to mind.
That was the shocking injury season, wasn't it?
We had 15 or 16 injuries.
And we walked away with the World Cup Challenge that year, didn't we?
We won the World Cup Challenge as we were beaten up at the start of that year, and they never kind of got better. We made the Challenge Cup final, of course. It's probably a bit like Warrington's year this year. Loads of injuries. Made the Challenge Cup final and lost in heartbreaking fashion, and it derails your season. Probably similar to Warrington's season, but of course, Sean Wayne had more runs on the board, a bit more credit in the bank.
You certainly have that credit in the bank. Right, should we get into this game then?
Yes, let's.
Now, quickly, we win the game 22 points to 6. Jake Wardle and Abbas Miski both the try. Bevan French with 2. Kieran converting 3 from 3.
You missed one, didn't
3 from 4, sorry. Yeah, obviously.
He missed one from out wide.
Yeah. I'm just going to mention the tries and obviously how it went. Abbas Miski opens up the scoring. Back to that combination of Kieran and Miski.
Yeah.
With Eckersley giving a week off. Be interested to see which way Matty Peake goes now, coming into finals rugby. But you could see that combination immediately. French, Kieran, Miski, they know how each other plays. And Miski opens the scoring on the 20th minute. But great pass, Bevan French, good hands, reads what he sees in front of him.
Yeah,
picks the right pass.
You could see it coming, couldn't you? We had a bit of dominance and you could see it was going to come, the try on that right-hand side.
Yeah.
Just attacked it all night, really.
Definitely, attack that right-hand side. We set up well centre field and continually we had options on either side, especially in that first 20 minutes. I think Leeds would have been really happy to walk away with just conceding one try.
Yeah, probably.
Due to the field position that we had, but they kept showing up and you got to give them credit where it's due. They defended that pretty well.
Yeah.
But that takes it to 6 points to nil after the 20th minute. Now, this is where I think Leeds will be really disappointed. You've just conceded 6-0, fair enough, and it's the next set. Wigan starting in the wrong half. Brad O'Neill out from marker, finds Bevan French, and this is just a hands play.
Yeah, but it's so good though. It's such a good line from Liam Farrell.
Yeah.
And it's such a well-timed pass from French.
Definitely.
And the Leeds defenders don't do what they should do, which is after French has passed the ball, just delay him ever so slightly so he can't score.
I have this issue, me. We got someone like him in the backfield. Just tackle him and put him to the ground and go, oh, sorry, I didn't realise. Like, he's not going to penalise you for it.
No,
and if he is,
not on this night.
And if he is, it's a penalty. 40 yards back.
Yeah.
It's not a professional foul. It's nothing like that. But great hands. Really good work from Brad O'Neill just to engage that first defender. Creates the overlap. Bevan French, Liam Farrell, really good hands. And Kieran finds French back on the inside.
Good play that from Kieran.
Yeah, just waited, drew his man. It's brilliant centre play.
Yep.
Really. And it can be underrated, that sort of stuff, that simplicity of just drawing a man and the difficulty in doing that. But it's such an underrated thing, and I've listened to a few podcasts from over in Australia, and they talk about this Penrith side, how good they are. They're just doing the basics. The catching and passing being brilliant, never being off. It's the simplicity of that basic stuff that...
It's what you think. You don't think about the good teams getting it right, but you do think about the bad teams getting it wrong.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't get credit for being a good team getting this right.
No.
But it's so important to our game, just to time the pass. Make sure your man doesn't have to slow down, speed up. It's really is brilliant. 12 points to nil at half time. How are you feeling?
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Very, very comfortable. I felt like a lot had gone against us, and we still didn't look like we were going to let them score at all. Felt like I was looking one way most of the game. Yeah, the word I'd use was comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. Really, there was no mega pressure.
Not really.
I wasn't worried about us being ripped open. I do get that they were missing a couple of their outside backs. They were missing Jake Connor. I get that, and Lockie Miller.
Well, we knew they were missing Jake Connor and Lockie Miller because we were told every 30 seconds when you watched the replay.
Yes, but this is still a Leeds side with a lot of the big men in the middle.
Yeah. Jake Connor not playing is no excuse for your pack being bullied.
That's what I was getting to. They were missing a winger, but Riley Lum's there, who you're telling us is a brilliant winger and is going to be an England international. I don't potentially doubt that. I think
It might
be a
be,
good
because there's going to be 40 England internationals, all wingers.
Yes. But still had Harry Newman. This isn't a ripped apart Leeds side as they made it out. This is a side that made choices to rest players.
It's probably similar to the side that went to Headingley for us at the start of the year and lost to a header.
Yeah.
Probably similar to that side.
Now, obviously, Lewis isn't here, so I will throw in his quote every week. First try after half-time, really important. 12-0, get the next points, 3 converted tries. It's just, it's a killer, isn't it? And this comes from just a simple play, really. Junior December on the last tackle, not being put to the ground, not being allowed to be dominated in a tackle, gets a decently quick play of the ball, buys Harry Smith some time to put up one of them bombs that just hangs up there for so long. Kieran contests it, the ball bounces, and Bevan French collects it.
Goes to rest.
Grounds it.
Was there any moment where you thought he was going to get put in touch there?
No.
For anybody else, I think, put him in touch, but you just didn't think they were going to tackle him. He fends off too, like it's, like if he threw a grape at me.
Yes.
Like just swatted away.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Ridiculous, really, what he can do when he's running, not even towards the try line.
Yeah. Now, I noticed something during this playoffs. This try was given, went to the video ref, and the ref stuck with the try. Jay Field was desperate for a try today.
I know.
Just look at him on this. He's run 40 yards to get into the in goal to ask Bevan to throw it over 5 players.
I think he obviously would have wanted the one in the first half, which Bevan admitted that he should have given to him.
Yes.
But, Jay said it's all right. You know what? I don't think he needs to finish top try scorer. At the end of the day, a winger beat him. He's a fullback. Yeah, he's got the try assist to go with it.
Yeah, definitely. What on to Wigan's last try?
That's my favourite one.
Brilliant. I just want to talk through this because there's so much to it that is really simple. It's the third tackle. We're 25 metres out, I'm going to say, roughly. Harry Smith is throwing a little bit of shape. They've obviously spotted something at the markers. Gives it back to Havard on his inside, who beats his man and gets the ball back to Smith. And he gives Jay a 3-on-3. A 3-on-4, I'm going to say, sorry. Bentley's behind the line, 5 yards behind. Puts the pressure on Jared O'Connor and gets around him. Mm-hmm. Draws Bentley in. December's running one-on-one at Harry Newman, I believe it is. And then Jake Wardle is just on his outside. And it's such subtle hands, such deft touches. To just put Wardle in a gap.
Yep. It's perfect. Honestly, the timing is perfect.
It's brilliant. It couldn't be.
Couldn't be better.
You draw that up on a whiteboard and say you're gonna run. You say, don't you? If you're Tommy Lulu, Paul Deakin, Jake, you're gonna run right on the outside of Junior, and he's gonna draw the defender. The winger's not gonna commit because he's worried, and you're just gonna pick him out and just drop it in his pocket. But you then sort of think that's never gonna happen in the game. And it's just brilliant all around. And obviously, Wardle puts on the afterburners to round Chris Hankinson. And score in the corner. That makes it 22-0.
That's also an England international centre. He's just made look like a rhyme mug.
Yes.
With just brilliant play.
22 points to 0. It's game done at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, game was done. I mean, speaking of brilliant play, this is a really nice try for Leeds. I think, we can be critical because it's in our nature. Our team has conceded a try. It's in our nature to be critical, you could say. Looks like Junior maybe gets caught with his eyes in there. There's not maybe as much marker pressure as you'd want, or inside pressure, whatever.
Yeah, that's.
They should make a tackle.
I think when you look at it, that's the only criticism you can have. I don't think there's enough inside pressure. So Junior comes in a touch.
But he has his eyes caught in, and then he's over chasing and wipes out Harry.
Yeah.
If we'd scored this try, we'd be saying how good is Jay Field?
Yes.
For spotting that, and you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Sinfield. He deserves credit for spotting that and executing it right.
Yeah, finds Hankinson back on the inside, who slides over. 2 things I really loved. 1, Field is doing everything to slow him down because we stopped a try in the first half, very similar to this, where they made a break and Smith is just trying to make the attacker bite. He's trying to make him make a pass, and he's just...
Yeah, we had a few try savers. Field had one, that one you mentioned there. There was one, Brad O'Neill, I think, saved a try on the line where he dragged the guy back.
Yeah. But what I meant with this was, and he bought 10 seconds for 5 Wigan defenders to get back. And Harry Smith, once he commits and paints the pass, Harry Smith just cleans him from the side, and you go, that's brilliant effort.
Yeah.
And in this, 77th minute, you're up 22-0, and Marshall and Field are diving, trying to wrestle to get underneath Hankinson to stop a try being scored.
Yep.
It's... Forget 1% effort areas. There is no need to do this. Really. No one would criticise you for not committing and trying to make this tackle. But it's what Wigan do. It's what matters to Wigan. It's what's expected of everyone. And you just can't... I can't think of what the word I'm looking for is. It's you can't underestimate how important that is. Yeah. So it's second nature when it does matter.
Yeah.
Right. We'll talk about a few players and a few key moments. Should we start with prop chat?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Let's start with some prop chat. Havard, Thompson, Walters, Cade Ellis, Liam Byrne, and Paddy Maygo. Obviously, Harvey Hill was 18th man. Liam Byrne had a week off last week.
And there was no place for Tyler Dupree, who played well last week. So
using that squad.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what sort of team he picks.
Lower minutes again for Ethan Havard. He had a more relaxed game. Luke Thompson and Cade Ellis, who are key players that play 60 to 80 minutes most weeks in big games.
Yeah.
But I just want to talk about some of the defensive stats, first of all. Liam Farrell, 41 tackles. I know it's not necessarily prop chat, but we'll throw it in there. Liam Byrne, 30 tackles. He made 7 from marker. Sam Walters, 45 and 7 from marker. Really good efforts defensively. With the ball in hand, no real standouts other than Sam Walters running over 110 and Luke Thompson running just short of 100. But that work was really, really spread out with everyone running between 70 and 100 metres.
Yeah, just a comfortable game, and that's what that stat line suggests.
Definitely. Loads of work, loads of big minutes for Paddy Maygo, Liam Byrne, and Sam Walters, who is looking better and better the more and more he plays.
He looks fantastic, doesn't he, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got to be playing that utility role for England. I think, like we spoke about last week, forward.
See, I could see him starting at second row. I could see him being on the bench to be a prop forward. But if you've got 2 80-minute second rows, if one of them picks up an injury,
we don't know what the situation is with Victor Radley, do we? So whether one of our talented second rows, like Nicholson, maybe could go 13, Smithies could go 13, Morgan Knowles probably is the best 13 in the competition. So we're okay with back rows, really. So I think Walters might play as a prop, but as an emergency second row.
Yeah, I could see him doing what Wigan do with Walters starting and bringing December on.
Yeah.
It's possibly somewhere that...
December does look like he's putting a lot more effort in per minute.
Yeah.
Not as many minutes. He still ends up just as...
I think I think the point is he's still putting the same numbers up in 55 minutes as he was doing in 80 minutes. And that's just because he's been freed up to do that.
That's the whole point of it, yeah.
So I could see England possibly going for that approach and using it as a 1-2 punch, and then you've got Sam Walters as a prop, or
it's probably what Australia don't want us to do.
Yeah, and here's one: you pick up an outside back injury, and Sam Walters at centre. You're not going to get out jumped. He's not going to get out jumped, is he? At 6'9".
Carpius Paul at centre.
Oh, Carpius Paul. Oh, there's so many options there. And throwing Sam Walters' names out there is not a bad shout. It's an option. Let's go into the forwards. Into the backs.
Okay.
2 wingers. We've all talked about Zach Eckersley and how good of a talent he is. But I want to talk about the 2 wingers that played. Abbas Miski, Liam Marshall, both ran 150 plus metres.
Of course.
We talk about Abbas Miski, the meter eater, but he's shown why he's needed in this Wigan team.
Yeah.
It's so underrated. It's so... it's an aspect of the game that's often missed.
Meter eating? Yeah. I don't think it is anymore. I think it was for a long time. I think people kind of really appreciate now how good wingers are. Some wingers are in yardage. I think people are really starting to appreciate it.
I think there's a difference though between recognising how good they are at doing it, and that they just offer themselves. I think there's some wingers in Super League that get a lot of praise for it, and actually they get dominated in tackles. They get a slow play of the ball. But he took a carrying. He took 20 carries, but he's not made the meters. You look at Abbas Miski, for example. He's done that off 21 carries, 22 carries. And every single one he's got on his front.
Tom Davis
is brilliant at it.
Yeah. Ryan Hall.
Morgan Knowles, wrong Saints player. Tommy Makinson was brilliant at it at Saints. He's still really good at it at Catalan. I think that there's like levels to this.
Yeah.
You've got 2 very, very good ones. And
yeah.
probably didn't expect it from Abbas Miski when he first came. Liam Marshall wasn't great at it when he first got into the side, and he's really worked on it.
He's come on, on it, really. They all have.
Yeah. It's just really, really
It's the biggest point towards quality coaching from Pete and from O'Loughlin and from Lulawai and from being trusted from even higher up than that. That the improvement on players like Cade Ellis, Patrick Mago, Tom Forber, Brad O'Neill, Abasmiski, players who were never superstars, but have become incredible players over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
That when we signed them in 2022, we had like a whole host of new signings, and we thought, a bit weak here, a bit weak there. Like, I remember us talking about O'Neill and
Powell
Ellis. I remember us talking about O'Neill and Ellis defending next to each other, and that being a weak spot.
Sorry, I see where you're going.
It's probably our best two defenders, or two of our best two defenders now.
They're hurting defence.
Exactly. Mago. When was the last time we complained about Mago's defence? Or his petrol tank?
Not really, no.
No, we haven't. And he's not doing as many barnstorming, knock everybody out of the way and flick an offload to Jay Field. He's not doing that anymore.
No.
I don't want him to. Like, that, save that. Don't overuse it. Yeah. Save it. And have a better all-round game.
You don't need to do that against. I feel like I'm picking on Castleford, but
it's not
a few weeks ago when you're 40 points up, and it's pointless.
It's not about that. I don't mind him trying that. Then it's just about having a proper all-round game, and like Jay Field's a different player to who he was then.
Yeah,
I watched the other day the 100 tries. Bevan's 100 tries again.
Yes, yeah.
And there's one he scores against Toulouse at home, and I don't think he'd score it now. Because there's a bit of a messy play of the ball, and Field just jumps, goes both ways, and then ends up going on short side and passing it back inside. And I'm like, probably don't even try that now. Yeah, it's nice and it's exciting, but now he probably plays to structure and we score some other way. Like Marshall ends up scoring instead.
Or we make the right decision and take a really good carry, and then we just execute and score.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen
in a no risk.
In
a no risk way. And that's the style of rugby that wins your grand finals and it wins your tournaments.
Yeah.
Where, like you said, 2022, we weren't quite there. We hadn't gone to that next level yet.
No. We were brilliant, but we weren't that machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the look, it's the killer look of just being...
I think we've got it. I think, look around our team, we have got the confidence. We've got a quiet confidence. We've got a steel about us right now. I think it's going to take a lot to turn us over in this playoff series. I really think we're up for it.
Yeah. There was a moment in a pre-game, when it shows the players lining up as they walk out, whatever, and you just look at some of the faces.
Yeah.
It's, we're here to do a job.
We're here to do a job, yeah, exactly.
We're here to hurt.
Exactly.
We're here to tackle hard. We're here to make you make 45 tackles.
And there's no easy games in the playoffs. There shouldn't be any easy games in the playoffs. I'm looking forward to all the games in the playoffs.
I'm just looking, because as I said that I thought about this, and I thought we'd done a real job on the forward pack. And I just looked defensively. The main set middle men, Palacia, Alexi, Bentley, McDonald, Jared Connor. Listen to some of the tackles he made. 34, 26, 40, 43, 54. Jared O'Connor making 54 tackles. That just drains it out your petrol tank.
Yeah.
And when they were looking for something at 22-0 down, they didn't have it in the tank. They got nothing left in there. And it just kills teams in knockout rugby.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to talk about the spine. I know we talk about them often. Field was buzzing. He's rightly, in my opinion, won Wigan's Player of the Year. I know we're going to talk about that in the news, but might as well do it now.
Yes, very rightly won Player of the Year.
I don't think he's missed more than a few games.
No.
Missed a couple.
Fantastic.
He's been everything.
Our top scorer.
Yeah. Bevan, French and Smith. I know Bevan's walked away with 2 tries, but I want to talk defensively, making tackles, making big tackles.
Yep.
And the kicking game is now complementing each other. Bevan's...
He's kicking more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kicking a lot more.
He's never going to be the type of kicker that can put the big spiral bomb up or kick you out from your own 20.
No.
And,
But he's putting a lot more kicks in and he's turning teams around. That's all I want from him.
there's just a few times you see where they might have a number on Smith and someone's committed. And Brad just goes the opposite way. And Bevan kicks us into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go,
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Let's do that. Let's turn him round.
let's turn around, tackle hard.
Let's get upfield. Yeah.
And then when we get field position, he let Harry Smith boss us. And that's what he did in this game. He bossed us around.
He did,
yeah. Worked really hard, did all the basic stuff. Looking at kicks, 18 kicks. Bevan made 9 in general play.
That's about the ratio I'd want. 2 to 1.
Yeah, they're abouts. Just really good work all the time. Kept dropping December off, kept dropping Walters off. Just put tackles in the legs and put hard work in the legs. Right. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I'm very pleased.
Leaves us in a good position.
Yeah.
Week off.
Home game.
I'm going to be honest, normally I get a little bit worried about the week off.
No, I don't get worried about the week off anymore.
I don't anymore. That's what I was just going to say. I don't anymore. I think we know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
We've done this before. We've had trips away in this week as a team bonding session. We're doing the same again, going away.
Yep.
It is like August, September rolls over on the calendar and everyone just goes, right, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go and book that hotel. You go and do this.
Yeah.
We're just going into machine mode.
Yeah.
And there'll be the right mix of training, right mix of enjoyment and relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just trust Matty Pete and the lads to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that wraps it up. When we come back, we'll go through the news and
our own playoffs.
And we'll look at your eye catchers. Okay, Matty. So before we get into eye catchers,
Yeah. Okay.
we just had a conversation, a little bit different, and we want the fans who are listening. Feels weird calling them fans.
Listeners,
The listeners.
patrons.
Oh, I don't like that. That's
It's
what the
Augusta,
fans
that.
are.
It's a very Augusta.
Yeah.
The patrons, they always call them patrons, don't they?
Yeah. Let's stick with listeners for now. Your favourite game this season, this regular season, and you are not. I want you to try and avoid Good Friday. I want you to try and avoid Vegas. I want something that is probably unique to you, or a game that you liked for a strange reason or a different reason than anyone else would pick that.
Okay.
Whether that's because you went to a game with a family member, you've not been with the game for ages, or you've took your young kid to the first game, or whatever that reason is that stands out for you. And I've decided what.
So my one game I remember from my childhood that I will always remember was beating Salford at home in a meaningless like round 1 or 2 or 3 game, and Sean O'Loughlin scoring. But that was because that was my first game with a season ticket. Yeah, I think so. I always remember that game.
Yeah, so something that you remember, whether it's for taking your kid, going on a date to the rugby, whatever it is.
Maybe you don't do many away games, but you're trying to do more, and you did one this year.
Yeah,
that's always fun.
Well, I've decided what mine and yours is, Matty.
Mine and yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to set the scene. Obviously, you all know that we're into our sports. We play for the same cricket team.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to June, 28th of June. It's a Saturday. We played our game.
Ainsdale at
home. A big win for us. A much needed win that's probably given us the season that we've had. But we went to Castleford away. Now our game finished at 6:30, 6:15, 6:30. I think it finished at 15:15.
Well, I was getting on with it, you see. That I wanted to finish it quickly so we could get to the game.
Yeah.
There was 8 overs left when we finished it, because I was going to move on.
We finished early. I think we finished at 6:15, and by the time we'd had a shower, got undressed, packed everything up and gone, We were in the cars for 6:25. We made it to Castleford away.
We walked up the steps and Harry Smith kicked off.
Yes. And to make it even better,
We had a pizza.
we had a pizza from the pizza van because
That was really good, but we hadn't had anything to eat.
I don't think I'd eaten for about 12 hours. Starving. Because I remember driving past McDonald's and a Burger King and thinking, we don't have time to stop.
No, we didn't have time, no.
And we got there. We were pretty dominant in the first half. We were 12-4 up at half time. Led them back into it. We got ahead again. And Will Tate scored for them with 7 minutes left to make it 20 points to 18. And I remember saying, Matty, if I've just done this, we've made it and we don't win, I'm kicking off. Kieran took a penalty to make it 20 points to 20, guarantee we went to extra time.
And then we immediately just rolled and scored.
And then the Ginger Pearl, Liam Farrell, scores in front of us. It went mental.
Bit of J-Field magic, went mental.
Liam Farrell scores and made that drive a lot better home, put it that way.
It's a nice drive home.
Put it that way. Yeah, so that's ours. Very unique to me and you. Fair play if anyone else has done something similar to that. Please let us know when we put it on X. When we put it on the social medias. And let us know what your unique memory is. Oh, sorry. I should say you can comment on Spotify if you want to do that, or the Apple Music or the YouTube. You can
the Apple Music. I don't know if you can do comments on Apple Music.
I don't know.
If we've been getting some, I've never read any.
So get into it. Your eye catchers. What has caught your eye this week, Matty?
What caught my eye is that two teams were knocked out in straight sets, as they call it in Australia. The teams that get second bite of the cherry lost again. Raiders lost at home to the Sharks, minus Ethan Strange, who had some pretty serious virus.
Was it influenza B?
It seems pretty serious. Like, what if he had played? He would have really ruined his lungs or something.
Well, yeah, they said that apparently Ethan said he wanted to play.
Of course.
Ricky said he'd leave it up to his player. There was then concerns that if he played and they won, he could have given it to everyone. Was it contagious and whatnot?
Yeah.
And then the doctor stepped in and said, no, he could actually do some serious damage to his lungs. He was coughing up blood in the morning. Really bad situation. Obviously, he had to pull out, didn't he?
So the Sharks were really good. Really dominated the second half. Rolled down a few times. Braden Trindle was fantastic, as he has been for, underrated for quite a while. I think this year he's been really good, Braden Trindle. And
playing himself into an England jersey.
Oh, with Braden Trindle?
Oh, sorry.
You mean Blake Brayley?
Brayley.
He's been fantastic as well. But Braden Trindle, he's definitely not played himself into an Australia jersey, but he played really well. Anyway, Braden.
He's only one week away from putting himself up for England here.
Yeah. Fantastic performance from the Sharks. And then Penrith rolled into our core stadium and just took the dogs to town. Absolutely butchered them, put them down, unfortunately. In the... going to be some calls made from Peter for Channel 9 televising Panthers destroying dogs on live TV. It was 30-odd 6 at half-time. Everything they touched turned to try. I've never seen Penrith so rampant. I've always seen them as clinical, but rampant. They were so rampant. Every time they touched the ball, they rolled, between 20 minutes and 40, they just scored.
Yeah. Well, I said I was listening to a couple of the Australian podcasts and they talked about this game. And I didn't notice it, but if you go and look at Paul Alamotti's first try, as the ball hits, I think it's Dylan Edwards' hands, the trainer stood behind them and he's already celebrating. There's 2 more passes and he's 25 yards out.
They do open them up nicely for that try, don't they?
It's just so perfect. Every pass is a pace, perfect.
The hands were amazing on this. Everything worked for them.
Yes.
They're trying to prove they can win it from 7th. Could you imagine? I mean, if they get to the final, they'll be favourites, won't they?
Well, it's now at the point that does finishing 7th matter, because only if they'd lost round 1.
Away. Well, yeah, but you'd have 1 extra away game.
Well, no, they'd have 1 extra home game, because
No, if you lost in round 1 away from home, you'd then have a home game.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah, all right.
So actually, the Panthers have got one extra away game by finishing outside the 4. They're gonna potentially get to a grand final. Don't get me wrong; they've got a very tough game coming up, but they've potentially got the chance to go to a final without playing a home game in the finals.
So there's 2 semis. We're now in the semi-finals this weekend.
Yeah.
There is Brisbane against
The
the Panthers. Yes, Brisbane against Penrith, and then there is the Storm versus the Sharks.
It's just Storm Panthers final, isn't it?
Well, I don't think it is. I do not want to write off the Bronx.
To beat Panthers.
I'm writing off the Sharks, unfortunately. I know I just bigged up Braden Trindle. I mean, I'm
going to go the opposite way here.
Anything can happen.
If I was writing a team off, I'd write the Broncos off.
Really?
I just think something ticking with the
Look
Panthers.
at Madge's face when he scored that winning drop goal. You tell me he's not fired the boys up.
I think there's just something about the Panthers, and it is scary. It's talked about it with Wigan. This is like it on steroids. It's like the eyes are playing. Nathan Cleary is just pulling all the strings.
It's like I know they're obviously not going to play against the Sharks, but it's like a string orchestra is slowly playing the Jaws theme as they get towards the end of the season. And there's just something so inevitable about the fact that there's going to be a jump scare at some point. They're going to absolutely wallop someone, and then they did. Because they weren't that good against Wales.
No.
Wales, that bounce of the ball, Wales are right in that game.
They've just won enough games all the way through this season to give themselves a chance.
And if you get your foot in the door...
And that was like a flexion muscles.
Nathan will just batter it open. Like, he just gets his hands on everything when it's a big game.
Let's go off on a little bit of a tangent here. We've expanded the eye catchers. If Brisbane are to beat Penrith, don't get me wrong, they've got all the advantage it being up at Suncorp.
They need to put...
I hope it's a night game. Apparently, I'm sure I read a stat that Nathan Cleary has not lost a day game since 2019.
Put Nathan Cleary in a sky blue jumper.
He won't show up.
And then he might not show up. Well, you have a 50-50 chance then if he turns up in that.
My point being is let's say Melbourne get through to the grand final on that side of it. I think it's going to be players. I don't think it's a team that can beat Penrith. I think it's
another Penrith Melbourne final.
But I think it's individual players that are potentially going to win this game. I look at Brizzy. Reece Walsh is going to have the game of his life. Tony Staggs is going to have the game of his life. I think Reynolds is back. He's going to have to play out of his skin. And if Panthers get there, you're relying on Pappy, Munster and Harry Grant. Don't get me wrong, they can do it. But if you go shot for shot with these men as a team, it's game over.
Didn't I read somewhere that Jerome Hughes' injury is not as bad as I thought?
Well, he played with a broken hand last year, didn't he, in the playoffs?
Broken hand is not a broken wrist.
Yeah, I don't know.
So much worse.
I know.
Well, I don't know if you actually...
But there are talks of him playing.
Yeah. Weird one anyway.
Yeah.
Shall we go into the news then?
Yeah, so let's get into it. It's me hosting, isn't it? I forgot.
Yep.
Obviously, Lewis not here. I've took on the responsibility. I've got his little notepad. And I'm suited and booted for the news section. Right, let's go. First of all, Salford. 2-point deduction from playing, a weakened team against St Helens in round 2? Round 1, round 2?
Round
1, I think it was.
Yeah, it was 1, wasn't it?
So only upwards of 26 to 30 weeks ago.
I think this was more to do with Paul Rowley afterwards saying, we've got the Ferrari in the garage and they're not letting us have the keys or something. I think it probably was that reason.
Was the Ferrari covered by a tarp that actually turned out to be a broken Fiat Picanto?
Yeah.
That had been stripped for parts.
It wasn't a big Picanto at all. It was just a broken soapbox.
There's just one wheel left.
Yeah.
It annoys me. Sorry, it annoys me that when you look back at everything that happened, and then I think of them interviews.
Yeah.
it winds me up. Right, second point. Wigan Warriors women team.
Oh, yes.
Semi-final last night, live on Sky.
Yeah. Live in front of my eyeballs as well. Good
Live
fun,
there. Decent crowd as well.
2.1 thousand.
2.1 thousand. I can't help but think it'd have been better a bit earlier.
Well, the final is same stadium, Sunday, in 2 weeks, but it's at 5:30.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, I think so.
Much better. What a performance.
Yeah.
Really, really impressed with the women's team.
And I say strolled into the final, really, but there were some periods of, some extended periods of defence there, and they required some last-ditch tackles, not to win the game, but to keep them to 0, and managed it.
Yeah.
The only worry will be
the injury in the first half.
Yeah, the injury to Molyneux in the first half, but she did come back on at the end for five or so minutes and took a huge carry, so I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. I know a lot of people have said they've accused we're going to buy in the league, which isn't true. There's only 4 Australians in this team.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is that the Woman of Steel shortlist, I know it's on your news section, but I might as well talk about it now. The Woman of Steel shortlist is 3 English Wigan players.
Yeah.
Jenna Forbuster, Izzy Rowe, and Eva Hunter, who probably is the favourite to win it.
I'm sure I heard. Am I right in saying that for about 15 games, 20 games, she's scored in every single one?
She scored in most games this year.
I think there's maybe 1 or 2 where she hasn't.
She scored a double last night.
She is.
I mean, also the fact that those 3
row.
women, their ages add up to 56.
Yeah, all of them qualified for the Young Player of the Year.
Yeah. And also Wigan's fullback could have been on there. Yeah. Who's another 18-year-old. Like Saints just poach our 18-year-old star fullback. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter, we've got another one.
Yeah.
She's probably even better. England's 1, 6 and 7 are all 18. And they all play for us.
But we bought the league. Ignore the money that has been put into setting up the women's side, bringing in a Super League head coach, setting up a reserve women's team, setting up academies with dedicated coaches, and how Wigan have took the long-term approach when teams were trying to buy the league 2-3 years ago.
You know what? I'm seeing them again. They've come on loads, this team, even from this year when I've watched them. Even under Dennis Betts, even since the cup final, I think they've come on loads. This team, I mean, Jen Forbuster impressed me so much.
Yeah.
Not even just, like, a lot of them can run hard and can run nice lines and can have good hands. Like, there was a brilliant tip on from forwards, forward passing to forward, score the open try. But just the reading of the game is so good. Like, sweeping back for every kick and pushing up in defence. Like, she's
the positioning
at
of
18 years old, she got down what it means to be a 6.
Yeah.
And their future could be very, very bright.
Very. I don't think words do it justice how well Wigan have done this and developed that, and they're on for their own quad, aren't they?
They're on for a quad. I was just going to say that they're on for a quad themselves. Yeah, if they beat Saints.
Challenge Cup league leaders and the Nines tournament, which is brilliant. Love to see that. There are so many of this team.
I wonder if they would get an women's World Club Challenge.
Oh, that'd be good.
I wonder if they would.
When does the NRLW finish? Soon, isn't it? It's playoff time
it's
now,
quite
so
soon,
it's similar time.
In the playoffs.
That'd be really good. Really, really good.
We'd go that, wouldn't it?
One thing I will say is I watched this game and there are 5 or 6 very young quality Wigan products.
Yep.
That I think will be over in the NRLW. I'm not wishing them away.
No, but I think there will be some NRLW talent coming from Wigan in the next few years. Well, there's been a few in the past, but
I think it's going to be on a big scale because of the ability that they're showing, and it's mega impressive.
And you'd have to hope that that we could produce similar talent again. It'd be very difficult, but you have to hope we would, and that improves the England team.
Yes, But that's it. That's what England need at the moment. They need players to go over there. But I'm looking at them, the girls that have played, and they're all of 18, 19, 20, 21, full of potential. And Eva Hunter, she's ripping the league apart at second row.
Yeah.
Is there a better coach than Dennis Betts to teach her how to be a second row?
That's a good point, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to get better coaching than anyone else, though.
In terms of how to play the position?
Yeah. And you're working with the men's team as often as they do, and the events they put together.
Yep.
Kieran was working with the kicker's name, with the kicker, I can't remember her name. Is he Raw? I'm doing work with that. Like, actually, I get the money's better over there. But in the immediate right now,
why would you move away from
Why would you move away?
Yeah.
When you get in the development that you can, and you could possibly go in 2 or 3 years' time.
Yeah, I think this is a short career though, and it's not a very well paid career over in this country. If you get the chance, you've got to jump at the chance. You've got to go and play in the NRLW.
Definitely.
Have to.
Definitely, I don't disagree on that. But if it doesn't come this year, it'll come next year and come the year after. There's plenty of talent in this team. So that wraps up the women's game. We're obviously really looking forward to that final in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, we're going against St Helens again in the final.
Yeah, and obviously behind the girls to pull out a great performance.
You know what? It was so nice that it was against Leeds this semi-final. They've spent years pinching everybody's best players in Yorkshire, and it felt like we were exacting a bit of justice on Castleford's behalf and York's behalf. York managed to recover, and Cass never did, unfortunately. It just felt like Leeds just ripped everybody apart in Yorkshire because they were the only big dogs.
Yeah, they were the biggest team
for a while, and it felt like they were just winning everything, and then it was nice. It was almost cathartic to see how much we've come on.
Was indeed. Right, last couple of pieces of news. We're going to announce 2 signings for the men's team.
Yes. I was shocked. Absolutely came out of nowhere. We were so shocked. I almost spat my brew out when I heard that we'd signed Johnny Vaughan and Dale Sambu. Is he going to be able to do the 4 till 7 thing? Why was there no rumours about this all year?
It's like I don't even have the words to describe how little we knew about this.
I tell you what, judging by his early Twitter posts, he's going to be entertaining Johnny Vaughan.
Do you know what it reminded me of? When Wigan announced them 4 signings just overnight. Everyone
actually did come out of nowhere though.
Yeah, but no one knew that we were signing Johnny Vaughan and Dale Sambu. Just didn't happen.
Genuinely, for some people, this will be the first they've heard of it. You have to realise that.
If you've not heard the rumour of these 2 signings...
There'll be some people who go, who signed who? The man from Salford.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I've seen a little bit of negative comments around these signings. I want to say 2 things. On Sambu, first of all, at St Helens, he was a world beater until the rumours started, and then he's not played since. Johnny Vaughan, same thing, sent out to Salford. I've seen people saying that he didn't impress in Salford. They had 70 points per him every week. He's not going to be impressive.
I'll tell you what, the Salford fans have already asked for him back on loan.
They absolutely loved him. He's loved it there. But what I will say, I remember him playing against us at Salford. And I can't remember who it was that made a break.
Oh, and he chased down.
And he chased it 100 yards from opposite side of field and put a full stretch down it. The score was 36-0 or 34-0 or something like that. And I just went, that's the sort of things that get you seeing them 1%ers, and he's already demonstrating that.
Well, I don't think they've been treated particularly well, either of them. They've been frozen out since they've decided they're coming to Wigan.
Yeah, I've heard that rumour.
We'll treat them right.
I heard.
And you see how we've treated Jacob Douglas.
Yeah.
Who,
he's linked with leaving, and Harvey Hill and Liam Byrne.
Yeah, exactly.
And the last thing is the announcement of the Dream Team, Super League Dream Team. Just run through the team in case you've not seen it, and then we're going to add our comments to it. Jay Field at full back, Martin and Marshall on the wings, Amala Hanley and Peter Hiku, Connor and Mikey Lewis in the halves, Mike McMeekin, Jez Litton and Herman Sasa, James McDonnell and Dean Hadley, and Morgan Knowles at 13. Couple of comments. We've had a thought about it, especially after looking through Twitter and seeing what people think, and obviously lots of different.
The main one I think is Lachlan Lamb. Should have been.
How can a half with 40 try assists
I know.
and his team finishes third in the league?
I know. I think he should have been in there alongside Connor in the halves.
The problem that they have.
The rest of it I'm okay with.
I think Tessie knew.
New or Hanley, but they're not going to both get in, are they? Because they never put the centres from the same team in.
No, yeah, fair enough.
I'd probably just sneak it to Hanley.
But is that because of a most improved rather than...
No, not really.
Fair enough.
I think over the season. Although New has been impressive whenever I've seen him, I think.
Yeah.
Hanley's obviously finished the season.
I just want to add something to this.
Much
Obviously, I think Lockie Lamb should be in. I'm amazed that he's not.
Usually they get more wrong than that. I mean, the Matty Lees last year, it will never be as egregious as putting Matty Lees in last year.
Yes. But with the way that the Man of Steel ranking works and its points in games, and we all know the problems with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's problems with this though, which is a different system.
But what I mean is
The problem with the old system. I mean, the problem with this system is obviously you get more journalists voting who are from Yorkshire, so there's more Yorkshire players in the team. The problem with the old system was that people used to vote for the mates, so you would have like some random French guy who just came off the bench for a few appearances being fifth.
Yes.
In all the props or something like. It was crazy. The old system where you just voted for who you liked.
My point with this though is just Matthew Lewis and Jake Connor are near the top of it, and we know they get points every week in the Man of Steel. And there is no way the Dream Team can be announced without the winner of potentially the Man of Steel. I know it's not been announced yet, but you know Jake Connor and Matthew Lewis are right there near the top.
I think it should be like a Lamb right at the top.
So do I, but he's had points taken off him by.
Yeah.
So I think it all comes down to that. I've got one more problem here. They've announced the team by a post on social media. I do think they should make more of it.
Yeah. They used to, didn't they?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe announce position by position.
They used to actually have them in the kit. I don't think they did that last year because some of them were just wearing trainers and it was just in a car park randomly.
But get the team together. Announce them player by like position by position. You know, like 6 o'clock they announce the full back. And
that's a good idea. Yeah.
On day one they do the backs, and then day two they do the forwards. Over a weekend.
I like that. Highlight package for each of them.
Yeah,
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And to be fair, I like it being done now, so you don't have
the playoff
final.
I agree. Man of Steel should be now.
Man of Steel should be now as well.
I'm going to take into account playoff and coach of the year. Playoffs don't help, so
no. But yeah, just imagine that. 6 o'clock they announce the fullback. 6:30 they announce left winger, right winger, centres, and they just did it.
Yeah, it'd be good that.
Yeah. Listen, we're solving Super League's issues. My actual issue with this though is the post that they put out of the team, and for some strange reason they've
put Cheslin in the back row.
They put Mike McMeekin and Herman Sasa playing second row, and McDonald and Dean Hadley.
Oh yeah,
at prop.
Yeah, that's so easy to not do.
Yeah,
that's so easy to get right, and they've not done.
Yeah, or just swap Morgan Knowles and Jez Litton, but
no, because then I suppose you could do that, but you've not really got them in the right order then.
No,
because your front row should be at the top if you're doing it in that order.
Also,
your front row should probably be at the bottom, given that that's the front. And your back row, then you halves, then you outside backs, 3/4, then you full back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it normally is.
I've just been looking at this picture for like the last couple of days when something doesn't sit right with me. And then
when I first saw it, I thought Jez Litton's at 13. And then I saw Morgan Knowles, I thought, oh no, it's right, they've just put it in the wrong order.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Weird. Right, that wraps up the news. The eye catchers, our highlight game of the season.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back and go around the grounds. So, time to go around the grounds. before we do that, I want one question. How do you feel about 2 games being played before the rest? I'm not a fan.
No.
I think they should all be played.
Well, I don't know really.
I
It's sort of sucked any jeopardy out of Friday night.
especially now we've got Super League Plus, and you can watch your team.
Put them on the quad box, like all you do. Put them in the quad
box.
box, yeah, like you do in the NFL.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that. Remember when we were at Lee for the final game, and like Salford were trying to get in the playoffs, and Catalan were trying to get in the playoffs, and Leeds were trying to get in the playoffs, and they had like Kyle Walker at Huddersfield. I was like, loads of people were everywhere. It was like, let's go over to this game. There's been a try in this game, and we all went, they should do that every time.
Yeah.
They should do that this time.
They did it once. Everyone went, "That's brilliant," and then just never did it again. Oh, tell me something more Super League than
that is very Super League.
Yeah. Right. 2 games on Thursday, both in Hull. Hull played Catalans. We'll start there because it's the first one on my list.
Yep.
Joel Tomkins, Catalans.
Yes.
Take another win, 26 points to 22.
4 wins in 5. That is League Leaders Shield worthy form. If you carry it on through the whole season, if you extrapolate it.
If you don't start playing in August.
If you don't start playing at the end of August, you could win the League Leaders Shield. That's the message for next year.
Yeah, we should have mentioned this in the news and we didn't, but Mitch Pearce and Mickey Mack.
Bad boys of the league.
Well, it was only 1 month ago that Mickey Mack said, "Oh yeah, I've heard all these rumours and people have been texting me saying thanks, but I've not been in contact with Catalan."
No, but then in the next sentence he said Joel Tompkins is going to be an amazing head coach. Yeah.
A month later, he's been signed to the Dragons.
I mean, this could go one of 2 ways, couldn't it?
Bad boys, bad boys.
I think this could be the bad boys, and I'm here for it. We need a bad winner.
It could be everything. It could be a team just playing on vibes.
I'd get those fans through the door in Stade Gilbert Brutus.
In attack, they're just going to throw everything at you. In defence, it's just good people out the line. Just taking heads, taking names.
Get those bulls back around the pitch.
Oh, yeah. They've got the fullback, the sausage farmer. Farmer.
Sausage farmer.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Sausage.
Working in the sausage
factory. For the sausage magnate. Bernard Gouache.
Do you think he still works there?
No.
Need a bit of extra cash?
No, but I think he should go back on the factory floor and see if he can find himself some second rows. It worked.
Do you think he could leave all his mistakes that cost a try every week?
Guillermo.
But there's some young French talent. There are 2 experienced players who've been there and done that. Joel.
Yep.
Hopefully the 2 good selections for him. Always talk, it's the hardest thing to do, transition from an assistant to a head coach and find the guys that did your job when you were the assistant, when you were the running the sessions and running all that. And we always give credit to Matty Pete. He's got a good team behind him that allows him to just do head coach stuff. Over to the other side of Hull. It was Hull KR playing Warrington.
Speaking of lively French fullbacks, Arthur Morg, who finished the season as joint top point scorer.
He loves getting it round head, doesn't he?
Who did he get joint with? I thought you were going to guess. Who levelled with 194 or 196 or something like that points? I looked it up today. It was a tie. I've never known it be a tie before. Most points.
I don't know.
He's in the playoffs.
Well, say the average kicker takes 10. Average player 10 tries, so that's. I had to kick 75 goals.
It's a goal kicker. He scored more than 10 tries. In the playoffs. I feel like we should play the Jeopardy theme song here. What are you thinking?
Oh, the countdown.
This is just dead air.
Countdown conundrum.
Because it's a audio-based platform, so I'll just
I'm not saying it's a Wigan player because I feel like I know that off the top of my
head. It's not a Wigan player. We just put the kicking duties too much.
Leeds?
No.
I don't think it's anything.
You've definitely run out of time on the countdown.
Go on. Wait, no. I'm going to get my final answer in. Gaz O'Brien.
No. Max Jowett.
Oh. Yeah.
That was like 3 minutes of dead air there.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't come to me there. Hull KR, 28 points to 20. One of them games that you just got to win, lift the trophy. Listen, they deserve it. They've been the best team over the 27 league rounds. You've got to put that away. You've got to ignore it now and get the one that matters. Get the double. It will be a treble, obviously. They get it, but the double is the grand final.
The treble. They're going for the treble, which has not happened many times.
No. But this is the big one. This is the one that matters. And
when you can't give the League Leaders Shield as much credit as it deserves while you have Luke fixtures. So hopefully next year it'll be... You know you've won the most games over 26 games. Everyone's played everyone the same number of times. I know it's not perfectly even because teams have peaks and troughs at that time, but no one's had an extra game against Salford or Huddersfield.
Or all of the above.
Or both of them, yeah.
Right. Full credit to them. Much deserved. Warrington, some good young talent.
Hull KR are doing what they need to do, which is strike while the iron's hot and hoover up as many trophies as you can, because it doesn't last forever.
No, not at all. Over to Friday. Obviously, we played on Friday, winning 22 points to 6. At the same time, Salford lost.
Yeah.
They actually finished -2 from this week of fixtures.
Yeah, they did lose 2 points on the...
They were 12-0 up.
Did Justin Sangare score again?
No.
Oh.
Wakefield won 52 points to 16.
And Tom Johnston got his 100th try.
Yes.
So, finally.
He might have got his 101st, 102nd, 103rd, 104th if he'd wanted. No, just his 101st. Moving on. Lee Huddersfield. Lee win 30 points to 16. They do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Second was already guaranteed. Third was already guaranteed, sorry.
With us beating Leeds.
With us beating Leeds. Third was confirmed for Lee. With us obviously winning that game. It was a game Lee were confident they were going to win. Could win it in second gear.
Yep.
Get set for your home semi-final against Wakefield. We'll talk about them shortly. Last game, St Helens at Castleford. St Helens win 26 points to 24. It didn't matter for St Helens. They couldn't change position.
No, but they could get some rhythm.
They could get some rhythm, and it looked like they had towards the end of the game.
Yeah. Cass scored trying around with that chip over the top. It was brilliant. Cass just decided it's the last game. Let's just...
Remember, we can play rugby.
Yeah.
Little bit worrying for Saints, I think.
With Carl Felt's injury.
Carl Felt's injury, but conceding 3 tries in 5 minutes, I don't...
Yeah, Cass can do that though. Seen him do it before.
Yeah, Tex missed 2 conversions of them 3 as well.
Yeah.
They would have drawn the game.
Yeah.
Right. Next week. We've not done predictions all year.
No, we haven't.
But I'm going to ask to do it now. Can we come to an agreement?
Okay.
First one, Friday, 8 o'clock. Lee, Wakefield.
I can't see anything other than a home win, I'm afraid, on that one, because... Well, I'm not afraid, actually. I don't mind who wins. I think Lee at home.
Lee at home should be too strong.
Yeah. Wakefield, they've had to work hard to get in here. They've done very well. But you never know. Anyone can beat anyone, but I think Lee should be too strong.
I think I'm going to Lee win with you there. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Leeds, St Helens.
This one is making my mouth water, I'll be honest with you. I can't wait for Saturday for this one because this is going to be a cracking game. As Mike Nichols would say on Channel 5 coverage at the toss, a crackerjack. You just love crackerjack there.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think home advantage is going to play that much into this.
No?
I don't think either of these teams would be worried about going to the other one.
No,
I agree. Headingley is always tough to go to, but
yeah.
So St Helens, and they'd be expecting it. I think I just favour Leeds. I think there's a little bit more points in them. But Leeds Pack did take a bit of a beating off ours.
Yeah.
Have they come out injury free? Will Jake Connor play? There's more question marks around that side.
No, I fully agree. I think it's going to be a really tasty game.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. It's going to be a cracking way to to kick off the playoff.
Yeah,
Season.
should be no easy games.
Definitely not.
No easy games.
Right, I think that's it, really. We're going to finish it there.
Yes.
We will be back next week.
Yeah, we'll come back and talk about it next week. We'll talk about teams that have made the playoffs. We might talk about teams who've missed the playoffs another time.
We'll have a bit of a deep dive into the teams that have finished 3rd to 6th and prep you for our home semi-final.
Yeah, we won't know our opponent. Well, we'll know our opponents by the time we do this next podcast.
Yeah, obviously, if you don't know, we take the highest ranked team of these.
So the only one we can't play is Wakefield.
Yeah, if Lee win, we play Lee. If Lee lose, we play the winner of Leeds St Helens.
Yes.
Right. Matty, been brilliant to have you on.
Thank you.
Another brilliant episode, and I love playoff rugby.
Playoff for rugby is the best.
Don't get anything anywhere else like this in sport. We'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.